workload your players have had in April and the injuries that you have, how do you assess today?
The performance?
Well, yeah, how you got to this point, given that obviously you've had such a workload throughout this month, you've got the injuries and then you've obviously had to get a performance out of the boys today, but it's proved difficult.
Yeah, it's very difficult. It's very difficult. I cannot isolate the performance to the context. I cannot analyze this game as a game itself. I have to go to the context, and the context is 9 matches in April, 810 minutes of football, high levels of fatigue, big match after big match after big match. This time again, Thursday night derby, and Sunday 12 o'clock is very difficult. If I analyze the performance, I will find obviously weaknesses in our performance. That's obvious. It's not difficult to find that. But I cannot do that. I cannot isolate from the context, and the context is the boys, they give everything they can. Everything they can. If I have more fresh players, I would change. It was easy to see Ashley Young, Jesse Lingard, they were above the others in terms of freshness, in terms of sharpness. It was easy to see that, and it was easy to see many players in trouble, but we don't have others. That's the problem. That's the problem. We don't have others. So the team in the second half was even our best period because we had control. We had chances to score the second goal and probably relax and kill the game. And then they score a beautiful free kick. We lose 2 points, but I'm very happy with the players. Very happy. I cannot demand anything more from them. I'm more than happy.
Jose, with the injury to Eric Bailly, you've got no recognised or established centre-backs now. How difficult is it going to be to get any kind of result in Vigo? And is there any chance of Jones and Smalling being fit for that game?
I don't think they will. That's my personal opinion. I don't think they will. But I know that the players I choose, they give everything. So it doesn't matter if I go with Damian, central defender, if I go with Carrick, if I go with Axel. I trust the boys, they give everything. The spirit is amazing, the group is phenomenal. Fellaini and Pogba, they will be back for that game. So a little bit more options. And we try with everything we have. We try. We go until the end.
Jose, you sort of said this is the 9th match of April. It's not human. What's the solution? Because aren't all these games a product of your success because you've done so well?
You know, it's consequence of our success, but it's also consequence of some calendar. You know, you cannot be punished because you play the League Cup final. You know, you play the final and then you have to play the game midweek. You know, you have to play. It's, you know, why you don't stop the competition when you play the final? Why when people plays FA Cup semi-final, everybody is not also, you know, you accumulate in relation to the people that is more successful. In the end, in relation to the FA Cup this season, you don't punish too much the 4 teams in the semi-final because they are not in Europe. So they were out of Europe early and Chelsea was not in Europe. So in relation to the FA Cup semi-finals, these teams were not very much punished. But imagine we were also in the FA Cup semi-final, which we should, because we should. So imagine if we go to the FA Cup semi-finals, we would be playing Tottenham the last week. So last week when we play Burnley, that Burnley game would be also a game to play later. When we would be playing that game against Burnley, because until the end of the season we are going to play every 2 days, every 3 days. So when would we be playing against Burnley? You know, after the FA Cup final, in June, in next pre-season, when would we be playing this game? So in the end was a bless that we didn't play the FA Cup semi-final, but we go again to the same problem. You are punished because you are doing well, you know. And if we beat Celta, we have the final. In this moment is obviously hypothetical, but if we play the Europa League final, the Europa League final is on the Wednesday, and we play against Crystal Palace on the Sunday. And before that, we play Southampton away 2 days before. So they want us to play the final, let's say, with all the respect with Celta, it's just an hypothetical situation, but we would be playing the final in a disaster consequences. You know, so again, maybe this result is also a bless, because maybe I can bring Nicky Butt and this team to play against Crystal Palace, and hopefully Crystal Palace doesn't need the game to stay in the division, because would be very, very bad if they needed the points for us to play with the under 23s. So it's difficult, but again, the players, they give everything. I'm very happy with them.
Okay, last question.
Jose, you conceded obviously a lot of free kicks around your penalty area, and Swansea ended up scoring from that. Do you think that carelessness was sort of down to fatigue, that your players were just on their knees and ended up conceding a lot of free kicks?
You know, I don't want to analyze my team today, because I would going to give you so many weaknesses. I would give you so many weaknesses in our team, you know.
Okay, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
What you felt that the penalty was soft and the Basham in effect dived? I know there was contact, but what was your view of the penalty?
I don't have a view because I didn't watch. I have Marco's opinion, and he says that the goalkeeper touched him.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Bye, guys.